Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Smurfy. You may have seen a deck like this on my channel before. So I originally played a deck with things like basically the 1 mana birds in the format, and then you use Safari to make them all indestructible, and then you use Rally the Ranks to pump them all. So within the new more recent sets, you have got some new flying 1 mana creatures. And to me, they seem a lot better than all the birds. So you've got the ability to scry with the Raven, you scry 2 with the Fairy Seer, and with the Artificer's Assistant, you get to scry whenever you cast a historic spell, which includes Ornithopter and Hope. So the deck basically just scries a shitload. It does the same thing as the bird version. You still have favourable wins as well, but the deck's just a lot more consistent because you allow yourself to scry so much. So if you want to watch the bird version, please check my previous videos and it will be on my channel somewhere. But I think this is the better way to go out of the decks. It's still at the top end, Safari and the Eagle. I've also decided to run some incubation in this deck as well, but again, just a tutor for your anthems when you want them. But that's about it with the deck. I'm not saying it's competitive because realistically it's not. But it is good fun to play, and when you get those hands where you can play like a turn 3 Safari, it's just fun. And you know, sometimes on Arena you just want to have a bit of fun. So let's get into some games. Yeah, this hand looks okay. We've got creatures, mana base. Unfortunately, we've got 2 incubation. Normally, you only really want 1 because 2 just slows you down so much. Like most of the deck is 1 mana cards, so turning a 1 mana creature into a 2 mana creature obviously significantly lowers the rate. Which isn't the end of the world, but we'll see. Let's go ahead and play the assistant and pass turn. So next turn we can Curious Obsession, and then hopefully within our draw step and the draw of this, draw a 1-drop. Opponent leads off with the elf. Oh, that is a good draw. We're going to still Obsession, I think, first. Get the card advantage going. And we could Seer first to see if we want to scry something to the top, but and we want to hit our next land drop, so I'm going to use the scry 2 first because I want to do as much as I can to hit that. So what we're going to draw, we draw the island. We can then play the eagle next turn. We probably don't want the assistant after that. So we're against some sort of green deck. Could be red-green aggro. Judging by the lightning bolt, this person likes an aggressive deck. Okay, Burning Tree. Into Bone Crusher Giant. Okay. So we'll go ahead, play the island. I guess the other option is to play the Raven, Incubation, and then play another 1-drop. Yeah, maybe that is better. Let's go ahead and Incubation first. Hopefully find a good 1-drop. Miscreant or another Eagle. I don't think we want another Eagle really, do we? Next turn they're gonna like what? Collected Company or Questing Beast are probably the 2 things we're worried about the most. If we play 2 1-drops this turn, the next time we're attacking for 6. I think we need the 1-drop, unfortunately. Yeah. I think the eagle would have been fine as well, but we want to get on the board quicker. Voltaic Brawler, sure. Have they got another 2-drop here? Galia, okay, sweet. So they're not going to get the proc this turn. Favourable wins is a pretty good draw. We'll play the eagle this turn, but then next turn we can use both of those if we potentially need to. So we are now pretty much set up to kill them next turn. Yeah, I think Wait, has that got reach? I feel like that has reach. No, it doesn't. Okay, good. Yeah, looks like we're going to take this game unless they have something very strange for 1 green mana. Obviously, we'll take the 4. Play the favourable wins, and then we've got 12. No, 3, 6, 9. Yeah, 12. 12 power in the air. So if we had taken the 3-drop, I don't think we would have won that game. So definitely the correct choice, I think. Yeah, sweet. On to the next one. Okay, this hand is a hand that I can get on board with, and this is the reason I even played the deck again, was for the Seer. So when it enters the battlefield, you scry 2. The amount of digging that you can do with these and the Assistant means that you can much more reliably get Safara, which is the reason why I want to play the deck, because it used to be where if you didn't draw Safara, then the deck felt a little bit weak sometimes. Whereas this way, you know, it's much more consistent. We're just going to play the Seer. We're going to look for a blue source or a white source at this point. So we'll get rid of the incubation. Yeah, because next turn we want to be able to play 2 blue spells. But on the 3rd turn we want to be able to obviously play this, and we need white. So our opponent's playing the green-white Soul Sisters deck. Let's just go ahead and shock here. Does that make a difference here? I don't think so. Play the Assistant and the Seer. At this point I think we just want Anthems. So we don't want the Assistant. Oh, Curious Obsession would be pretty good. But yeah, let's go with that. And we'll get him for 1. Yeah, this is looking great. Next time we can Safara. What on earth is that? Okay. Just another card that gains life. We can be really risky if we want to, and Curious Obsession first. I guess no, we've got Incubation, so we can find a creature. Yeah, let's give that a go. We don't have a Miscreant in play yet. Or we could use this and get the Scry trigger. I think I'd rather go with the Miscreant and try and find more of them. So we'll play this on the blue side. So we've got 1 mana for this, and then 1 mana to play a creature. So we don't have enough to do the Curious. Well, we can play it this time, but it's not going to do anything. We just sack it. So we'll go Miscreant first. We'll then Safara. Actually, we don't need to Safara this turn. I don't know, getting a 7/7 in play seems pretty good. What we'll do is tap anything that can't attack or deal any damage first. Obviously we want the Eagle on top. Do we keep that back to block? No, probably not. We've got a 7/7, and I'd be impressed if they managed to get the Pridemate to a 7/7 this turn. Collector Company is a good way of doing it if they are going to get that, though. They only hit 1 creature. Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on this and scry 1. Oh, okay, so it's a Giant Pridemate, but better. Card is cool. And here, do we want to Eagle first? So we've got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then we'd have 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So we're not going to kill them. Kind of want, yeah, we'll do the Eagle. Obviously drawing cards is good, but the card quality in this deck is so low that it doesn't matter too much if we can just get more damage in, I think. I guess you could argue that the extra damage doesn't make a difference because we're still going to kill them next turn anyway. But this gives us another blocker. Another Collector Company? What did they hit? Did they only hit 1 card again? How many creatures are they playing? Wow, that sucks. Fortunately, I don't think there's too much they could have drawn anyway. So this is indestructible, so... Oh, okay, never mind, they're just going to concede. Unfortunately, they didn't have any interaction, so that meant that they just couldn't stop the Safari, but yeah, that was a pretty good game. This hand looks fine. We've got enough stuff to do for now. We are a little bit unfortunate on the mana again. One of these being a Hallowed Fountain would have been much nicer. Oh my god, I just did that completely the wrong way around. Oh well, it happens, it's okay. It's hardly a highly competitive deck anyway, but still, there's no excuse to play your bad deck suboptimally anyway. We probably would have kept the Hallowed Fountain on top anyway. And yeah, we're going to get him for 0, why not? Opponents played the Rootbound Crag. Oh, sweet! They're playing the deck that I played on my last video, which is Shamans. So if you haven't seen this deck, it's absolutely insane. It's probably one of my more enjoyable decks in Historic. If you want to see how it works out, go check out the video I did on it, because the intro clip I did like a cut from one of my games, and it was absolutely ridiculous. It was like turn 3, cast like 2 Collected Companies. Like casting 2 Collected Companies on turn 3 or 4 is just ridiculous. No, it was turn 3, yeah. To cast 2 Collected Companies on turn 3 is ridiculous in Historic. Anyway, I'm getting distracted, so we'll go ahead and do this. Curious Obsession's fine. We'll play this as the blue side, play the Eagle, and we'll just swing in. So we've got our opponent dead next turn, fairly easily. Temple of Abandon. And concede, yeah. That does not do the deck justice. We just had a really quick opening hand, but that deck is probably the sweetest deck in Historic that I've seen. On to the next one. So this hand seems cool. It's got a 1-drop into a Skycat Sovereign. We'll go ahead and keep this. Again, the Plains just feels like it should be an island, but we'll play the Seer first, look for an island. Well, we got what we asked for. There's the Hallowed Fountain. Do we want the Ornithopter? Probably not. Oh no. They've played the biggest counter to the deck. We'll go ahead, shock, and play the Skycat. I guess we could have attacked. There's not really anything that's going to happen though. They're going to impulse for a Lotus Cobra. Okay. Let's go island. Let's get Curious Obsession on here and Curious Obsession on here. We'll spread it out. Obviously they can just block the Seer if they wanted to, yeah. That's fine. Like, we could have put both on the Skycat Sovereign. Perhaps that was better actually, I'm not sure. I just don't want to get blown out by them killing it and losing the best card, or the best creature, sorry, in play, and losing 2 of the Obsessions at the same time. Our opponents got really unlucky with what they've been doing. Let's just go ahead and swing. In hindsight, it might have been better to play this first, because it would have pumped this. But I want to see what we draw as well. I'm not sure how much the 1 damage matters. Oh, okay. We're just going to flood out this game. We'll play the island and play the Hope. And scry another land to the bottom. Yeah, I probably should have played the Hope pre-combat. Got the scry, made the Skycat bigger. Opponent's going to cultivate here. I think the hand is just too slow regardless. I think they used Explore, didn't get the second land. Druid class. I've seen this card pop up a couple of times on deck lists. So whenever a land ends... No, I haven't. I was thinking of a different one. The one I saw is a rare. So this one is, whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, gain a life. You may play an additional land on each of your turns if you pay 3 mana to upgrade it, and then 5 mana again. A land you control basically becomes a Dungrove Elder without hexproof. Okay. Or I get to Blanch with armor. Maybe that's easier. Let's go Plains. Fairy Miscreant. And we'll swing of everything. Gonna opt not to make the cat token for the extra damage because I'd rather draw the cards. We'll pass. We can do this at instant speed if we want to. Our opponent's going to have a very strong card here to do anything. Okay, so they can now play 3 lands a turn. Yeah, I think they're just out. Oh, maybe they're not, because they can go play a land, get to 3 mana. So there'll be 1 mana up, play that land, that puts them up to 4 mana. Oh, no. Wait, why didn't they just do that first? Okay, whatever. Our opponent slipped up a bit and I guess we managed to kill them because of it. So those were the games that we've played. I will probably only really include games that went well. The reason for that is with this deck is it's just so boring to watch the deck do badly. Because you're basically just playing Ornithopters and 1 mana, 1/1 flyers, and your opponent just plays something big and kills you. So if the deck looks like it's doing really well in the video, it's probably just because I've edited out all the really bad games, just because they're just not fun to watch. This is by no means me trying to make this deck look any better than it actually is. I do not recommend people play this deck at all, unless you just want to have fun. If you want to have fun, then go for it. But if you're trying to play a competitive deck, this is not what you're looking for. If anyone can make this competitive, I would love to see it, because it would be funny. But it's from my experience, it's not. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see any other decks, any sort of aggro decks, anything with a lot of 1-drops and 2-drops, or you want to see, I don't know, like a red-green monster style deck in Historic or in Standard, or in Modern, or whatever the case is. If you want to see an aggressive deck, please feel free to leave a comment or send me a message or anything like that, and I will probably play it. Thanks for watching, and peace.